If you're at any stage in your life and you're relying on the future to bring you happiness, you're already doing it wrong. You have to be happy where you're at right now. Mark wasn't happy with his situation, and he's immediately fixing it to make himself happy. Because he's not going to be like, well, I'll party and get it out of my system now, and then I'm sad right now, but I'll fix it in the future. Only losers think like that. A real winner looks himself in the mirror after 3 days of f***ing up, and he's like, no, I can't let this happen anymore. That's the difference from somebody who ruins 2 years of their life or just 2 days. What's up, guys? Today's going to be a little different. I'm going to be handling the reins on this one because my buddy's sick. Look at him being sick.
I'm cold and it's like 78 degrees.
Yeah, he's not feeling too well. Trisha's here again.
Hi.
We are talking about, really taking the initiative into realizing what you need to change in your life.
It's kind of like a motivational episode.
It's a motivational episode.
Yeah.
And we're trying to let you guys know that you guys have to be happy and enjoy the process on the way there, because when you're on top or when you're on the bottom or you're in the middle, you're going to have moments where you're discouraged. So tune in. Also, make sure you guys comment happy birthday to Mark because his birthday's coming up. So
26.
comment down. Happy birthday. Let's get a lot of comments, guys. Let's really show him that we love him.
Yeah. And like this video.
And like this video. Like this video if you wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Don't like it if you don't.
Yeah, there we go.
That'd be messed up. All right, guys. Let's get right into it. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Two-Man Show.
It's sweater weather.
It's sweater weather. Oh, my God. It's so nice.
Hi, guys.
Hi. I'm sick, guys, and I'm feeling not too good. I think something's going around like a bug because a lot of people are really sick. My agent said
you're cold right now, and this is the first time I've ever been comfortable in your house.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like chilly. I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat. If you guys are sick, let us know in the comments. I don't know. It seems like there's a bug going around. Everyone's losing their voice and stuff.
Everyone except for me.
Your girlfriend even is sick, dude. She called on the phone.
Yeah, what the hell are you guys doing together?
Can I speak? She called
go ahead.
The phone and sounded like a 90-year-old man. She was like, "Hey, Georgie, can you send me some flowers and some throat lozenges?"
Did she ask you for flowers?
That was my mom. I'm just kidding. It was my grandmother. Yeah, she's been a little sick, but she's been crushing it. She's been going to work like you. You're sick and you're crushing it. Guys, it's going to be a little different of a vlog. I am going to be tending to the conversation.
Well, first off, it's not a vlog.
Podcast.
And also, I talk all the time, so it was a joke, regardless.
Yeah.
Anyways, jumping into this, guys, right into the news, drama alert style.
Nice hydro flask.
I have some freaking tea to spill.
What?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I got no tea. I was just hyping it up.
Well,
Sorry.
George is hosting today, so he's going to bring up the topics of conversation. So what do you got for us, George?
Okay, let's bounce. Let's talk about something new that I feel that we're all going to be taking from, not only the audience, but us. Okay. So what can we talk about together? Like, just pretend that the audience isn't listening right now. Okay. I want to dive into your guys' life, Trisha and Mark and me. What are things that you want to change about each other and
about each other?
Wait,
about each other? Yes,
well,
about each other.
Trisha's perfect, just the way she is.
No, we're not talking physical. And then also we're gonna reflect on ourselves. So, guys, if you're tuning in, this is a good one. This is one that we're going to be kind of like putting stuff out there. And we don't really know where it's going, to be honest. And also, you could learn from it, or you could be like, damn, they really don't like each other.
Yeah. Right?
I feel like mine's always the same freaking conversation, though. I just have been on a really fun kick, having a really good time with really good people. And I say this, I don't know how many times on the podcast, but that's something I really want to change. I mean, obviously, I want to have a fun time, but I want to be able to know my limit in a way and just like go out and not have not drink. We've talked about it many times. Like, you don't need to go out and drink to have fun.
Okay, can I ask you something? This is diving in deep. This is me getting deep with you on the podcast. Do you think your time that you're having amongst these friends that are generally partying, do you feel, because I've hung out with these people. Yeah. I have nothing against these people. I just know that they come from backgrounds that are different than ours.
I know. Yo, it's so funny you said that.
And we're starting from the ground zero up. Yeah. We don't have a financial push behind us. Mind you, our parents do help out.
No, they don't.
Well, mine do. Mine help me out, but within a reasonable limit. They're not going to give me the world if I didn't work for it.
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
No, my parents help me
we're sponsored by The Morning Show. By
the way. Oh, no.
So what I'm trying to get at is that these guys could take a break from their own lives, go party, and they could come back because their parents worked very hard in their life for them to carry on. Not that I'm saying that they don't work hard.
No, they do. They do.
They do.
They have their own job.
Yeah, they have their own job, and I've seen what they've designed. It's beautiful, but it's different strokes for different folks. Yeah. So what I want to know is, do you think might sounds like I'm coming at you, but I'm actually
come for me, bro.
Yeah, I just want to know. Do you think you've let yourself get in a position where you're partying a lot because in every step moving forward, there's a lot of sacrifice and there's a lot of change? For example, when we went from skits to Facebook, we didn't know if YouTube was going to take off for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's that little scared factor of, man, what if it doesn't work? And then I kind of like ditch what I have going on for me now. Are you scared that your next chapter in your life isn't going to go as well as it has been in your past?
No, I'm not scared. I don't know. My whole life I've lived, everything works out.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this today. I'm about to be 26 next week. And I feel like every 2 years that I've been out here, like every even year I've been out here, something good has happened to me.
Really?
I was talking about this today. When I was 21, I moved out here. It was great. It was fun. It was energetic, but I wasn't doing anything with my life. I was sleeping in Logan's closet, making $1,000 a month, working for him. I wasn't doing shit. 22 came around. I started to make my own videos, started to grow, signed my Curve cologne deal, signed a bunch of brand deals, made a lot of money. 23 came around. That was like when the vlog started to happen, but it didn't really pick up until 24 when you did Facebook deal. I did all these other deals. And then 25 has just been kind of like a shitty year for me in terms of, personal life, what I went through. And then, it's been a good year for me in terms of getting back in terms of my like physique. Yeah. And I've had fun. And obviously I'm working on music. So I think that's for me is like, okay, 26 is going to really test. Is my music going to do well or is it going to tank? And it's just, that's the next risk I'm at. Yeah.
I think you have a really strong mind when it comes to putting your head to something and you see it through. Like, for instance, your body. Not a lot of people can't do that.
I agree.
Like, for example, I've been clean for a week and a half or 2 weeks.
2 weeks now.
And it's still like a challenge for me to like not have a soda pop or like not get a cheeseburger. Like,
yeah, but we all have our vices. Mine's going out and partying.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
I don't want to.
You don't want to focus too much on that side of the field.
Well, I think what has happened is now that I live alone, and I feel like the only way for me to hang out with people is to go party. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of the biggest things for me is I obviously we talk about how I'm the person that always brings people together. But I also, it bothers me when I'm always the one being like, hey, want to go bowling? Hey, want to go do this? Hey, want to go do that? Yeah. That bothers me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, no one wants to hang out with me unless I ask them to hang out.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of things that happen in like friend groups. Like it feels like a chore. It feels like, oh, like they have better things going on. So I don't really,
That's true. Cause I never initiate hanging out, but I'll just go wherever he goes.
Yeah. I think, you know what it is? I think it's a misconception of like your point of view. We don't think of it. I mean, I for sure fucking don't, but like the group does not look to Mark when we're bored. We just look to Mark when we gather.
Yeah.
So you're the one that says, hey, we're all doing this, and we kind of just head.
Yeah.
Because you took that slot, we just think, all right, that's how it is. You know what I mean? So it's never like, because if you look at our stories, we never hang out as a group unless you're a part of it.
Yeah. And then I feel like, oh, if he's not hitting us up, he's busy. Like he's doing something.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You know what it is? This could be the topic of the discussion of this podcast.
I think this is a really relatable topic.
This is super relatable.
Friends,
It's not even just friends. This is and I've been dealing with it this week too. We got as a collective, as a growing type of group, we gotta stop assuming things.
Yeah, we really do.
I assumed, like, they say if you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, and that there's so many levels to that. Because you could ruin relationships when it comes to friends. You could ruin a romantic relationship with your girlfriend if you're assuming she's doing the worst or he's doing the worst, when in reality, absolutely nowhere near that. And because you felt that way, that, oh man, they don't hit me up, so I'm going to hang out with this crew because they're always hitting me up. They're always have a great time, and I'm always on their text thread like, oh, we're going to go do this. But if you would have spoke up to me or Trisha or Simi or anybody in our group to be like, hey, you know what?
Initiate more.
I feel like I do stuff. So this week, I'm going to wait for you guys to do something. Then I'd be like, oh, shit. Okay, now it's my turn. I got to handle the stuff. Because I'm the more restaurant or movie-driven type of guy.
Which I am that guy. And that's what we talk about. I just got sucked into having too much fun.
Yeah.
I would love to. I'm the guy, and I've always been the guy since high school. Like, invite one girl over, hang out, watch Netflix, like chill. Like,
100%.
I'd rather sit and watch. Seriously, and be chill and not drink and not. But I also do love doing activities. I love going bowling. I love going axe throwing, whatever. Going to the movies, going and doing shit. It's unfortunate that on the weekends the only thing that people do in LA is fucking party.
Yeah. I mean, but you were. I don't know if you were talking to this girl. But I remember there was a girl you were talking to, and it was at 8:50, and you looked at her. This is right when your life turned around for you, and she's literally sitting there, and I'm watching her ask you for advice, and you said something to her that's always stuck with me till now. You said, "Listen, congrats on moving to LA, but you could either be two girls.
Yeah,
you could be the girl that came here and worked her ass off, and tried to make something of herself, or you're gonna be that girl that's lies to herself." That she's working when she's actually just going out, having a good time, and calling it networking. And I was like, wow.
I just had this conversation today.
Yes.
I just had the same
that's
one.
what happens. LA can suck you in.
Yeah.
And I think you and I have done a very, very, very good job of like keeping our head down and working. And I think both of us just need to get to a point in our lives where we understand the true definition of balance. Like having a girlfriend, having my work life, having my friendship. You going out once a week and working instead of, Tuesday and then Thursday, obviously, and then Friday and stuff like that. Because me and you, the one thing that might be our greatest strength, but also our greatest weakness is the fact that we put our mind to something, we do it. But that's the dangerous part. If you put your mind down the wrong path, we go down the wrong path. Yeah. Me and you were like, oh, we're going to make skits. We're going to make a lot of people laugh. We're going to make a career out of this. And then we did it. And then now you're like, oh, I want to have fun. And I'm like, oh, I love my relationship. I want this to grow. And guess what? It's really hit both of us in a way we're like, okay, dude, we really need to get to a point where our work is 100%. And I'm so proud of myself. I have to give myself a pat on the back because me and Belle did get in a really bad argument this morning. And the one thing that I took away where I really know that this relationship is way different than my other ones, I literally go, baby, let's bookmark it. I have an audition and I have to get this stuff done. We'll talk about this later. I love you. And we moved on. She went to go do her work. I went to go do my work. And I was like, wow, that was such a mature thing for me to do. And I went to my audition. I was fully prepared. I crushed it, knocked it out of the park. But if it was old George Janko that didn't know how to balance this relationship, it would have been like, all right, talk, cry, talk, scream, and then go to my audition, get mad because I bailed my audition, and now my fight, it got worse because I'm like, you ruined my, you know what I'm saying? And then she's going to hit me with I couldn't think on set and I couldn't give myself the best character on camera because I was blah, blah, blah. But again, I just got to balance. You have to balance. Trisha has to balance. But Trisha's on a different wavelength as us. She has to focus more on her career.
Yeah.
Because you need to get to the place where you could. It's kind of like it's kind of like your body.
I think for me, it's just another transitional year in my life where I just.
25 was that for you?
Yeah, like my whole life, everything's just falling into place, and this is one of those times where now that I live alone, I'm fucking in my head all the time.
You needed that though.
I need to make this a statement right now for somebody at home going through something that's not exactly where they want to be in life. Listen to me very clear. Me and Mark. I'm going to say me and Mark right now, Trish. I know you have your own, but I know me and him are kind of on the same wavelength for this part. We've gotten to a very successful point in our lives, but we still deal with the stupidest shit ever. And I'm going to emphasize, if you don't enjoy the ride while you're going up in your career, you sure as hell are not going to enjoy it down in your career. So really think to yourself, do you like what you're doing? Scratch that. Do you love what you're doing? If you don't love it, then these things are going to eat you from the inside out, because we did not like vlogging every single day. It was very, very hard on us because we had to keep creating content, and it brought out really ugly things in us. So that's when we got together and we're like, yo, we're going to create content that we love. But Mark is at a very, 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 very good place in his life right now. He has music coming out. His career is set. He's financially comfortable. He's driving a Range Rover. If anybody drives a Range Rover, you're comfortable. That's what I'm saying. But look what he's dealing with. You got to remember, if you're here or here, if you're listening, I'm raising my hands up and high. If you're at any stage in your life and you're relying on the future to bring you happiness, you're already doing it wrong. You have to be happy where you're at right now. Mark wasn't happy with his situation, and he's immediately fixing it to make himself happy, because he's not going to be like, well, I'll party and get it out of my system now, and then I'm sad right now, but I'll fix it in the future. Only losers think like that. A real winner looks himself in the mirror after 3 days of fucking up, and he's like, no, I can't let this happen anymore. That's the difference from somebody who ruins 2 years of their life or just 2 days. Mark looked at me the other day and he goes, bro, I'm really disappointed in myself. I go, bro, it's been literally 48 hours. It's like, you messed up for 48 hours. Trust, you're good. You're good. There's nothing to be sad about. If anything, you should be patting yourself on the back, because I know 7 people by first and last name right now I can mention that I'm having the same conversation with that I did 4 years ago. And I'm like, yo, you keep
doing the same
thing.
Yeah, but there's a difference between taking accountability. I'm really good at taking accountability, acknowledging what I'm messed up at or what I need to work on. It's just a matter now of doing it. You know, I like focusing on things.
Yeah.
I think that's what I focused on skits. I focused on vlogs, and then I focused on the gym. Like for me, for music, it's hard for me to focus on that, because all I can do is get in sessions and write music and sing it, and then I have to wait on the producer to produce it. I got to wait on the lawyers to get the contract.
It's a slow burn. We're not used to that.
And I'm used to the instant gratification, and I feel like that's what's wrong with like today is everybody's like, oh, you don't post. But like, damn, motherfucker, I posted every day for 2 years straight, and now you're mad at me because I'm not posting. I'm trying my best. I'm not trying my best because I'm fucking chilling, but like I'm still posting a podcast a week, and I'm posting when I want to post. But it's like shit isn't the same as it used to be.
Do we listen to when people talk, or do we kind of we pretend like we're on their side and then go on of our day as if it doesn't affect you, it affects people around you? Like, let me give you an example.
Yeah, give us an example, because I had no clue.
Follow me. When you hear somebody say social media is ruining our lives,
I don't agree with that.
And then I go to myself, I don't agree with that. That doesn't really affect me at all. But it does. Because I don't want to post my next video because I'm like, I don't know what day the algorithm is going to be good to show to people. I'm embarrassed to post now because last year I was getting over 100,000 likes. Now I'm getting 30,000 likes.
Yeah.
So we could talk all the shit that we say, but at the end of the day, we all have a ball and chain to this thing that's called our phone.
Yeah.
And we do not want to step forward because we're so terrified of stepping into the wrong direction or making it seem like we're not as good as we used to be. And that's the shitty part about social media, man. It's like, in general, Hollywood is hard because it's never like what you've done. It's what you're doing now.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's scared. I think in any platform, it could not even be in Hollywood. It could be, you could be working at Walmart, but nobody wants to get demoted. Nobody wants to go from manager to employee again. Nobody wants to go to social media star to just social media guy.
Also, comparison is a thief of joy. So if you're comparing yourself to other people, that's horrible. Comparing yourself to your best potential is probably the best sort of comparison because you get to hold yourself accountable.
Actually, you know what? I want to bring this up. This is it's a very different way of looking at it. So I just need you guys to grasp my point of view. I am a religious man, so I tend to lean all of my problems on the Bible. So if you guys don't believe in the Bible, or if you guys believe in your own type of God, just follow me and just picture a higher power. Mine would be Christ, and then yours could be whatever it is that to you is a higher power. But follow me. My mom told me this at a young age. She goes, never let the devil steal your joy. And that has stuck with me till now. Because let me give you an example. I'm in LA. I'm living a great life. I'm with my friends. I'm with my family. And I'm always concerned on situations that are hypothetical. Like, let me give you an example. I'm like, oh my God, what if next year I can't afford to live in LA? But God's looking at you and is like, well, that's not the case right now. Right now is the case that I gave you the opportunity to work, and you're sitting around with your thumbs because you're terrified of a thing that's never even happened.
Yeah.
So do not sit in your room and cry about what am I going to do when college comes around. Don't worry about that. Worry about now. Don't let your day be stolen from the thought of the future. Enjoy the days in front of you and work in the days in front of you. Don't sit in your room crying about 2 years from now of you living in your parents' house when you're not doing anything today about it to get you out of your parents' house.
I love that.
If you have a vision, stop worrying about how you get to that vision and start working towards that vision. Don't sit and complain and get mad and point your fingers at something else or anybody else that's not going to get up and do the work for you.
Right.
If you have the dreams of being an actor that wants to go to Los Angeles and you're in Texas, don't be crying about what you're going to be doing in 2 years. Look online, figure out what's the cheapest flight, how to get agents in your own town. Get on it today. Because if you literally just sit back and worry about the future, this is the worst part. It's going to come exactly how you pictured it in your head. Exactly how you pictured it.
It's better to aim too high and miss than aim too low and hit. You know?
Yeah.
And if it was easy,
everybody would do it. Yeah.
But you know what the best part is? This is the best and worst part. I will tell you guys who's your worst enemy. You guys ready? It's yourself.
Yeah. You look in the mirror and you nitpick, and then you watch a self-tape and you're like, nah, I could have done it better. And with everything in life. You're
also, no one's going to work as hard towards something that you want as you do. It's so hard to find people that are on your same team.
Focusing on yourself, people think it's an egotistical thing. I grew up a very, very confident, somewhat very cocky man. I grew out of that cockiness because the cockiness was only covering up from the stuff that I was insecure about, like the fact that I wasn't the smartest kid in school or the fact that I had trouble reading. But when I really took all the things that are insecure about and I fixed them and made them a positive, I had no more room in my heart for hatred, and it was only love because I fully loved myself. If you sat down in the room and you looked at the things that you didn't like in other people and you took that same energy and you focused on things you didn't like about yourself and you practiced how to make that better, I promise you, you'll be more successful than the time you weren't. Like if Mark sat here in the room and was like, hey, I don't like how George, in every single situation we go out, he's always making people laugh and I'm standing there looking at him. But he's like, you know what? Instead of worrying that, I'm gonna look at how he does it. I like how he does that. He makes everybody happy. You know what? I want to feel that same thing. So I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna get to know him, figure out the way he starts these conversations so that when I go out, I could be that guy. See, he took a negative and he made it a positive. We became friends after this situation. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't sit there in your thoughts, nitpick at yourself, and nitpick at others.
Negativity just breeds more negativity.
Yeah. I used to do that. I mean, I would watch. When George isn't around, then I'm the life of the party, but I don't have to do it when he's here. Yeah. You know?
But that's a choice you made.
Yeah.
And you figured it out, and that made you happy. You're like, wow, this is cool. I could just sit back, and then I'll just talk to a girl right after. Like she laughed, and then I could talk about, oh, you know what, I was there, and this and that happened, and blah blah blah. Like,
also, I hate when friends talk shit. That's something like I don't do at all.
Oh,
like,
about each other?
Yeah, or just like, oh yeah.
Oh wait, friends that talk shit about each other.
George, if I'm like, yeah, George is like kind of annoying, right? Like they put that negative energy out there. I'm always like, whenever people are about to meet George, I'm like, yo, he's my boy. Yeah, he's the funniest dude you're ever gonna meet. You know? Like,
yeah. I would rather have enemies in my face than friends dirty behind my back.
Me too. Though number one red flag when I meet somebody, like first meet somebody, this has happened so many times, and they just talk about people like upon meeting you, and I'm like, I don't even know you, and you're talking about people in front of me. Like, what are you gonna say about me when you leave?
Right.
I won't be friends with somebody like that. Yeah. Like, cause you never know.
This has been a very therapeutic episode so far.
I feel so much better.
Wait, we've only talked about my issues.
What are issues?
We did. We dived into I remember my like relationship and like assuming and yeah. And then Trisha, I mean, I feel like we pick on her enough, so I think it should just be me and you.
I get an earful every day, but a good earful.
Oh, that's another thing. Oh my God, thank you for bringing that up, Trisha. You're a
so
walking
welcome.
idea. You ready?
By the way, guys, I'm not talking a lot because my throat hurts so bad.
Look at him. He's like,
he's not feeling too well. So he told me, he's like, George, I know you don't like talking a lot, but do you mind this episode talking a lot? And I go, Mark, I hate doing that, bro. I just hate chit chatting. But anyways, guys, I want you to remember this because this is dope. I said this to somebody and I was just kind of talking out of my ass. And when I said it, and I was like, oh shit, that kind of resonated with myself. There's a lot of people. I hate this. They'll go, oh, dude, I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I have this. I'm so stressed. But here's the thing. There's good problems and there's bad problems. There's good stress and there's bad stress. So really count your blessings when you think that they're curses. Because say our stress is like, oh, shit, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I need to work really hard because I need to pay for my penthouse. Can we take a step back? Yeah. Look what we just said.
Made me sound like a fucking dickhead.
No, I had to talk to a friend
but I'm saying
yesterday.
about me or you. Okay, let me give you an example of my house. I got to work hard because I don't know if I'm going to pay my mortgage on my house. That's not a bad stress. That's just keeping you conditioned for life. Get going. Don't be lazy. Work. There's bad stress. You got to get rid of the bad stress. Let me give you an example. Toxic relationships cause a lot of stress to you. Now, you can never control another human being. You can never control your mom. You can't control your dad. The saddest part in the world is you can't even control your children. You could guide them. You could lead them in the right direction. But you can never control somebody. So if somebody has a dark heart or a dark point of view, or they literally just do not mend with you, you got to move on. And a lot of people like to stay to a sinking ship, and they just go down. You know why? Because they're terrified of swimming. And sometimes you got to swim. You got to move out there. You got to go. You can't be locked in. And this doesn't have to do just in a relationship, in a boyfriend and girlfriend situation. I'm talking about if you're at work 9 to 5 and your boss is literally making your life so bad that every single day you're like, I don't know, I cry every single night I go to bed. Listen, I'm telling you right now, there's a million other avenues. There's a million other doors. There's a million other opportunities. If you're not happy with something, move on. But if you're stressed about you're not working enough or you don't think you're giving all of your effort into your job, then you listen to yourself. You're probably not. That means you could push yourself more. So make sure you guys realize there's stress that you could work on. So like, I need to put in more hours into my job. That's a lot of stress. I'm going to work on it. It's going to give me stress. That's good stress. If I'm fighting with my girlfriend because I keep seeing her talking to other men in a DM, and I'm like, man, I'm really stressed. I don't know if my girlfriend's going to cheat on me or do this or do that.
Probably the wrong relationship.
You're giving yourself stress for no reason.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
I had to have a talk to our friend yesterday because she was like, oh, I have so many self-tapes. I'm like, Olga, and it was Olga. I'm like, this is what you've wanted for so long. I'm like, God's gonna look at you and be like, oh, you're complaining about something that you've wanted, and let's like, it rewired her into thinking, wow, this is a huge blessing. So sometimes like an outsider's point of view puts you back in check because you don't realize what you're complaining about. You don't realize what you're stressing about.
You really don't know.
I love you, Olga. That wasn't a shot at you.
Yeah, it was.
I have to film a self-tape after this, and I'm sick as fuck.
Yeah. Here's another thing. I realized this today. A lot of cool-ass things happened after really shitty experiences. I thought about this the other day.
Oh, my God. You're absolutely right.
A lot of, like, it got to the point where something shitty would happen, and I'd be like, oh, I wonder what cool things about to happen. Like, that's how many times it comes back.
What happened to you?
A lot of, like, that argument with my girlfriend.
Oh.
Like, that whole thing really scared the shit out of me because I'm like, man, we really haven't gotten an argument. And that terrified me because this is the part of my relationship. I'm like, okay, this is either going to go really bad and it's going to end, or it's going to teach me how this relationship is actually going to be. And the fact that we were so mature about it was like such a reassuring thing in my chest where I was like, oh man, I finally found somebody that doesn't just throw in the towel when something kind of gets bad.
Wow, must be nice. I'm fine.
Wow. Well, you want to talk about your shit, Trish?
Yeah, why don't you open up some, Trish?
Yeah, Trish, why is a beautiful, tall girl like you not going on more dates?
Have you been on a date?
She was on one last week.
How was
with
it?
the same guy she's been going on dates with.
How was it?
It was okay.
Why was it okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, Trisha doesn't want to open up. We pour our fucking lives out here.
Yeah, we pour our lives
It's gotten
out.
to the point where I don't even know what else I can talk about.
Sweating.
Do you ever fear the fact that you're going to get married around like 35, 36?
No, I don't really mind that as long as it's with the right person. Would I want to get married earlier? Of course.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be with the wrong person, no, it doesn't matter when.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hit record on your camera, by the way?
What? Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I had a huge panic attack.
I think I did. Is that one rolling? Is it blinking? Trisha's looking.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you do? No, you're good.
Hello? No, I'm okay. No, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. I feel like you guys are more terrified than I am.
Terrified of what?
Of like me not.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm just shocked because you're not just beautiful. You have a great personality.
Thank
and
you.
you cook really well.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah, you pretty much have all the.
I'm done changing this.
Yeah, you have like the whole package, and I don't know. Like I guess it's just weird to us.
Someone needs a wife up or.
Well, no,
Man.
here's
Yeah, wife up, Trisha.
Okay, no, because I remember you guys always say you're so picky, but I told Georgie this the other day. I'm like, I'm not picky. Everybody around me says good things about me, but nobody really like pursues it.
I think the people
'Cause
that
I'm not. I
but
think
the
they
people that
know.
pursue you, you're not interested in.
But I'll give him a fair chance.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, then-
Yeah.
Unless you're like a complete trash bag, then no, I'm not gonna give you a chance.
well, then you're not giving everybody a chance. I'm just kidding.
I'm not giving anyone a chance right now.
Yeah,
But that's fine.
that's
kidding,
fine.
I'm
You know.
Here's the thing.
It took me
oh my
3
god, I'm
years
gonna
to
sound
get
like the
ready.
cheesiest stupid head ever. Are you ready for this?
Hmm.
I used to hate it. I used to want to punch people in the throat when I was just getting out of my relationship and I was really irritated and I was kind of on like that F-boy kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I would meet couples and they'd hit me with the, yeah, it was when I didn't expect it is when I fell
Oh
in
my
love.
god, I hated that.
I
said
never,
that.
I want to punch people in the face when they say that shit. Then that shit happened to me. I really was not looking for anything. And I mean it. And like, I wasn't even sleeping with girls at the time. I
That's
wasn't.
because you're being yourself.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to put on a front.
I honestly think when it's meant to be at the time that it's meant to be, I think it'll come.
Timing is
Oh, so you
everything.
believe in fate?
I believe in opportunity that God presents.
Yeah.
And it's either it's your job to take it or not. Like God gave you the opportunity to come to LA, right? He gives everybody that opportunity when they come out here. But how many people take it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
how do you get the other girl on the same page as you?
Here's the thing: it's all about timing, like Georgie said. Like
Yeah.
you just gotta pray a lot and pour a lot of drinks.
exactly. Like the right guy could have came up to me, talked to me, whatever. But it took me a long time.
At the wrong time.
At the wrong time. It took me a long time to get over my last relationship, and
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of saying that. But it's all timing. Like both of you have to be ready. I don't know.
I mean, not really. Oh my God. Here's a good. Belle wasn't ready when she met me. She's like, listen, I'm not in the right mind to be dating right now. But I cared about her so much that I was like, all right, bet I'll chill here like your best friend until you're ready.
But
And
it comes to a point. Why are you willing to do that?
dude, I think it was
really
pride
liked
because I
her,
got put in the
yeah.
friend zone.
Oh yeah, that was
one.
But like
then
for me, no offense, but I don't want to be like the best friend.
Me neither.
You know what it was with Belle? I just enjoyed her company so much. So it wasn't like I was like, oh God, I'll sleep with this girl. Like, don't get me wrong, that was on my agenda. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it was like the fact that when I was with her, I realized, oh shit, my cheeks were hurting from smiling so much. Like she wouldn't even say anything, and I was just smiling. I was just so in like an ecstasy vibe. Like I was just at a different pace. And when that came to me and presented myself, I was like, I didn't want to rush it. I didn't want it to rush because I was like, man, if this girl isn't meant for me, I at least want to kind of enjoy the moment. And I think that's where I made my first right decision when it comes to a relationship. I didn't rush it.
I told you that too. I'm like, enjoy this time.
I'm just
this is
enjoying
the best
it.
time. This
I'm
is
just
the best
enjoying
time
it.
right
I'm
now.
gonna let it happen.
I think with my relationship, I learned a lot, but also it was such a blur just because of what I was going through in life with the daily vlogs. At like a point, it was like, I didn't even know if I was in like a relationship, you know? Like I was waking up, I was like so focused on vlogging every single day. I feel like everything's just a blur to me.
Yeah. I actually sat down with Bill and I was like, yeah, I don't want to vlog with you. 'Cause I saw what that did to Mark Dohner and I just don't want to be a part of that.
Because on the vlogs, you guys look like you were having the best
Oh,
time.
dude, I was there. It was like, no, you guys had a great time.
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of people think Kylie's a monster. She's a great human being. They just didn't work out.
Yeah.
She's a phenomenal person. I just think it was a toxic them two together type of thing. So it was weird watching you guys fight and then get on camera.
Yeah, no, it wasn't always like that.
Do you think you guys would have made it if it wasn't for social media?
As a couple?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, that's a pretty straightforward question, huh? Because
I don't know. That's such a hypothetical thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know any other relationship without it. So,
speaking of phones ruining things, you know what I realized today? I think the huge reason that we have bad traffic is because people are looking down at their phone.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God. I almost had a heart attack screaming at so many people today because I was honking. Look up. Look up. Look up. If you want to hold your phone, I don't even give a shit anymore at this point. I'm not even worried about my life. I'm worried about my time. Like, look up.
That's my biggest pet peeve about LA is traffic.
Oh my God. It's so bad.
You know what's fucked? Here, I just thought about this. I was talking to my mom last week, and I'm turning 26, and I'm still on my parents' health care.
You're not going to be anymore?
And when I turn 26, I'm off their health care. And
Dude,
she's
welcome
like, you
to my
better
life.
get health care. You don't get sick. And I was like, Mom, I haven't been sick in like 8 years.
You never know.
And then look at today. I'm like dying. I woke up with such a sore throat.
You always need insurance, bro.
Also,
that's something you don't fuck with.
But I mean, yeah, I guess.
Welcome to America.
Yeah. You know what else? I was thinking about this today. This is so shitty and it hurt my feelings. I hurt my own feelings today. You ready for this? I was talking to some guy and I go, yeah, you know, just be my friends, just being a bunch of kids having fun in LA. And then I literally go out loud, well, we're not kids. We're almost 30. And then I go, oh God, I'm almost 30. But dude, I dead ass still feel inside how I felt like 5-6 years
100%.
ago. So it's so weird that I can't call myself a kid anymore because I'm a grown ass man.
That's why I was like shedding a tear today. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm about to be 26. I'm closer to 30 than 20, but I don't feel closer to 30 than 20.
Good.
Am I 26 or 27?
You're 27.
You just ask your own age.
27.
No, you're about to be
No.
27.
You're 26. Sorry.
You're going to be 27 in January.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was 27. Dude, I got to that age where I don't even know my own age.
I think 27 is going to be a cool year, though.
You've never known your
I feel like 26 is like a weird age. I feel like 27, 28 are pretty. 25 is dope.
Do you know why we feel like kids, by the way? Because we didn't grow up too fast. We didn't drink crazy when we were young. We didn't. I didn't have my first of alcohol until like I was 21.
Yeah, me too.
So like I only technically
I can't
drank
say the same.
6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I know people that are my age that drank 12 years ago, and I'm like, okay.
I wasn't even
weird.
allowed to like stay out past like 10 in high school.
Yeah, I had a curfew.
I had a
11
curfew.
o'clock.
Even
I
like,
still have a curfew.
Yeah,
My
me
mom
too.
texts me. She's like, it's late. Go home.
You don't know. No, she doesn't.
I don't know what. You don't know.
I don't know.
Well, guys, thanks for
Yeah, sorry I didn't speak.
yeah,
This is
dude.
the George show.
It was.
This is me venting, but with my friends.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the latest episode of The George Show.
Yeah, guys.
And Mark and Trisha.
Make sure you like
Next
and
week I'll
subscribe.
definitely, hopefully feel better. Oh, it's my birthday next Tuesday.
Hey!
What are we gonna do for your
Everybody
birthday?
down below, comment happy birthday to Mark, because the next time you'll see him, it'll already be his birthday, so don't be a
26.
schmuck
That's
and
true.
not wish him happy birthday.
Mark.
I was talking to George. I just want to do something low key, maybe go out to eat.
I told him, let's go to Chili's.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Chili's.
That's your favorite restaurant, not Mark.
gives me diarrhea.
What?
Chili's,
Dude, don't disrespect.
Chili's is fire, but it's
Dude,
just,
you can't be disrespecting
What are we
them like-
doing
What if
on
we-
October 8th?
What if we go to Outback Steakhouse? I used to go there as a kid.
Shut
I haven't
your
had a
mouth.
blooming onion
How are you gonna?
in so long.
How are you gonna compare that to that?
Okay, mister, let's go to BJ's for my freaking...
It wasn't even
What
that
we
good.
do on our days off is between us, and you know it.
BJ's was horrible.
The one in Arizona is so good, but the one out here, the worst.
Damn, I don't know. I have to think about it. Leave some suggestions. Where do you guys go for your birthdays? I wish, you know, it's funny.
Mhm.
Not funny, actually sad. I usually get Dairy Queen ice cream cakes And I guess the Dairy Queens out here don't have them. There's only like 2 Dairy Queens here.
Wow.
Fucking Dairy Queen, man.
Damn it, Dairy Queen.
I'll
Why
make
you
you an
gotta
ice
be
cream
like
cake.
that?
If you live in Chicago, feel free to send me your Giordano's frozen pizza.
No, don't
my
do that.
God.
Lou Malnati's, please. We talked
Illuminati.
about this.
Illuminati.
No, Lou Malnati's.
Nope. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next week on
The Two Men Show.
And Trisha. Bye.